Waiting for others.
I think so.
Yeah, I think there were, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's 7 of us in the group, and 6 said they would be here. So should we wait another few minutes?
Yeah.
It was Mark and who else that said they couldn't come?
Mark was the only one that said that he couldn't.
Okay, well someone else sent in the paper.
I didn't read any emails yesterday, but there,
Okay.
I want to say it was Ronald had said originally he couldn't come, but then when he rechecked his class schedule, he could come, but I don't know, maybe I misunderstood.
Oh yeah, it was Ronald. He sent it
But then didn't he send a later email that said his class was moving earlier than he thought?
The last one I have from him was his case study answers.
Oh, let's see. There was a bunch yesterday. I get for not looking at my stuff. So then he said answers. Oh, and Mark did the same thing.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, and Taylor said she won't be here.
Sad.
All right, well, should we just go? We start?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, so let's see. So I thought after reading it that she should still get immunizations.
Yeah, I agree.
Awesome. Good. So let's see. So option 1, Kristen. Oh, the 2 questions. What should Kristen do? We think immunizations. How long does she have to decide? I thought from the data table it didn't really matter. Did you?
Yeah, I don't think so, but I know that it was recommended to get it at 15 months.
Wait, say that again.
It was said that it was recommended to get it at 15 months, which would give her a month, but I'm not sure if that was required.
Because one of them was like the 2.5-year one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
All right. Well, so we want to say Kristen should vaccinate her child.
Yeah, I agree with that too.
Okay, so if I click on that one, it's I have to decide. Are you guys in your ILR?
Yeah, one sec.
Okay. All right, did you girls read that thing?
I'm reading it right now.
Yeah, I'm reading it now. Okay, I'm done.
Yeah.
So what do you think? I think if she's worried, she could ask them to separate it.
Yeah. I don't see the harm in having it separated, but I don't know.
As a nurse, I can tell you they don't come separated. They come as one standard shot. So I don't know the practicality of asking them to do that, but I suppose you could ask.
Gotcha. Personally, I think she should just get it in one shot. But if she's trying to please her sister, then whatever.
Well, as a mother of 5 kids that gave her kids all immunizations, I would just say vaccinate them too. Should we go with that one, or does somebody want to pick a different answer?
Yeah, let's go with that. Just get it done in one.
Julie, do you want to update me where you guys are at? I just got here.
Okay. Well, we picked that she should vaccinate her kids.
Okay.
And then we read case study 3, which was just like more information on it.
Yeah, okay, I read that.
And then we said that she should continue to just vaccinate her child. But when I click on option 1, it doesn't pull me up a page. Does it pull you girls up something?
My computer's frozen, so I'm not saying anything.
Yeah, when I click option 1, it says Microsoft Edge can't find this page.
Mine goes to part 4, the consequences, option 1.
Okay, maybe you'll have to tell me what it says, since for some reason mine doesn't want to find it.
Yeah, I can read it. It says,
Okay.
Kristen went with the immunizations, which could have very well saved Alyssa's life. After the article and press conference came out, MMR vaccines showed a blank percent decline, resulting in substantial increase in the number of measles cases. This is closely related to what is called herd immunity. Some important concepts to know are these. Immunizations are not safe for everyone, including children with suppressed immune systems. These children rely upon herd immunity for their protection. Number 2, herd immunity occurs when a sufficient fraction of a host population is immune to infection, either because individuals have been vaccinated or because they were previously exposed. The pathogen has too few susceptible hosts to take hold and spread. Number 3, epidemiologists estimate that if 92 to 95% of the human population is vaccinated against measles, the disease would die out. Indeed, vaccination programs were so successful that measles was declared to have been eradicated from the U.S. in 2000 and from the Americas in 2002. This success, however, proved short-lived. Then it says view the data and then it gives a link for that
Another one.
part, yeah. And then it says to better understand the graph, so I guess it's a link to a graph. I haven't clicked it yet. Here's some extra information. Prior to Wakefield's press conference, immunization rates in Great Britain averaged 91%, Following the media frenzy, uptake rates dropped below 80%, and in selected metropolitan areas approached 50%. There were only 56 confirmed cases of measles in Great Britain in 1998, the year of Wakefield's pronouncements. In 2008, there were 1,348. Similar outbreaks of both measles and mumps have occurred in the US and Canada. The anti-vaccine hysteria was spread beyond MMR, leading to recent outbreaks of Hib and pertussis, each traceable to localized populations of unvaccinated individuals. Ironically, many parents are choosing not to vaccinate their children against these debilitating diseases because the vaccination programs have been so successful. Few people in developed countries today have witnessed a severe case of measles or Hib, yet these are deadly diseases. Prior to the development of original measles vaccine in 1963, for example, approximately 500 people died from measles infections, usually in the US, with another 1,400 suffering mental retardation from measles-induced encephalitis. Those rates dropped to zero with the temporary eradication of measles in the US in 2000. Thankfully, as of this writing, no deaths have been reported in the recent outbreaks of measles in the US, but Britain has not been so lucky. A 13-year-old boy died in 2006, and a child suffering from an immunodeficiency disease, and thus who could not be vaccinated, died in 2008, the first deaths due to measles in England since 1992. After studying the graph and discussing your thoughts with your group, answer the following 2 questions on your group's case study worksheet. Did Wakefield's data and interpretations merit the resulting public fear of the MMR vaccine? Why or why not? And design a better study to examine the purported case and effect relationship between the MMR vaccine and autism. Be prepared to discuss the details of your study design. Then move on to part 5. This is an individual assignment and will allow you to reflect on your learning and feelings.
Okay.
So are we all filling out this paper, like all of us, or is one person submitting it to our group?
I think it said we only had to turn in one.
Yeah, she emailed and said it only had to be one.
All right. So, does anybody want to volunteer to fill it out, or does it matter? So what do we think Kristen should do? Oh, we already did that. Part 3. We did that one. Or did Wakefield's data interpretation merit the resulting public? I'm sure it had something to do with it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So the first question is,
So how do we fill this out? Is that a dumb question? When I click on it, it won't let me chart, or it won't let me type on it.
I think you're going to have to copy and paste it into a Word document.
And then how do I submit it back to the teacher?
Uploading it.
Yeah, it says it gives you instructions on the island.
Does somebody else more computer savvy than me want to do it?
I can do it.
That would be wonderful, thank you.
In 1 second.
Okay, we're on question 4, is that right?
Yeah, so we're on 4. And I think we probably all agree that yes, his data contributed to the public fear.
Yeah.
right.
Because he's a doctor, right? So unfortunately, anything a doctor says, people tend to think is absolutely true.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, right. I mean, there's some smart ones, but everybody still has their own opinion. So,
Yeah.
so as far as designing a better study, the one he showed that then they got autism certain number of weeks after their MMR shots, there just wasn't enough data or a control group either.
There was 12 people in this entire study. Like, no, that's so loaded.
Yeah. Also, I think there has to be a time range of when they would get, because when the kids like started having signs and symptoms of autism, ranged a lot.
Yeah, there was a big range. So I think in general we could say it needed to draw from a larger population for a bigger study group, more controlled, more controlled data. I guess is that a good way to say
Okay,
it?
I can't get my computer to upload this document. Can anybody else do it?
I can do it, but I'm just gonna type up the answers. Like, does that make sense? Like, I can't copy that thing over. So, you guys are okay with just having the answers?
Yeah, it's fine by me.
Okay, sweet. I'll just do that. Okay, so the first. Right.
So under design a better study, we're going to say we need a bigger population sample. We need a more controlled set, or we need a control group, and the data. There just weren't enough parameters on the data, or something like that.
So what if we like took the population of one area and looked at all of the kids that were born within like a certain like few years, and then see how many of them develop autism and when. And that way we'd have the control group because it's looking at all of them, so a lot of them wouldn't.
Yeah, you'd have to be careful choosing a geographic location, though.
That's true.
Because that wouldn't be standard, you know?
It would vary in environments. So, right now.
Do you think we have to actually list out exactly how we would do it, or do you think we can just say recommendations? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Let's build recommendations. So bigger population size and a better control group. Is that what was said?
Yeah, well, we needed a control group. I don't know. Who's a statistics person? Like, because when they tested the polio vaccine, they had a group of kids that didn't get the vaccine versus, and that's the control group, and then they had the group of kids that did get the polio vaccine. So I think you would have to have your control group would be a group of kids that didn't receive the MMR, and how many of them still developed autism.
So they need to have a control group, period.
Yeah, so you need to have a control group, period. So a group that does not get the MMR. And then you need to have a group that does get the MMR. It said something about how it needed to.
And then you need to take a population size of people who have gotten MMR, and then of that, you need to see who got autism. Right now, we're just taking all the kids who got autism.
Let's be honest, she's really not going to care as long as we've thought about something, right?
Yeah.
Right and a wrong here.
But I do like the giving the MMR vaccine because we could have like 3 groups, one where they got each one separated, since that was an option that we had.
Well, that's
One where they got full shot, and then one where they didn't have the shot.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Awesome.
All right. So, does that make us done with our group thing?
Okay, and since I got in late, I just want to double check. So we did decide to vaccinate her. That was like the first question.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
question 1, we said yes, vaccinate. Question 2, when we said how long does she have, we didn't really have a consensus. We kind of said it didn't matter.
Okay.
And then we chose to continue to still vaccinate
Continue to still vaccinate.
for number 3.
Okay.
And then, oh, go ahead.
Oh no, keep going.
So then the next number 1, so it was part 3, number 1, we think that the public got scared and stopped immunizing. Right? Is that what we said?
Yeah, that's what we said.
And then it says, what option did you choose?
And that was to still vaccinate with the full vaccine, not just separating
not
it out.
splitting it. Yeah, so vaccinate with the regular vaccine.
Perfect. All right, so I'll fill this out and then I'll email it to everybody. And then if it looks good to you guys, I'll just submit it.
I think it's good. So she did say to put everybody's name on there. So do you have a list of who all?
Well, wait, a list of everybody in our group or a list of everybody on Google Hangout right now?
Everybody who participated, I think.
So it would be us and then the 2 people that emailed their case studies.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll include them. And then, what's your name? Is it Christine?
Yeah.
Christine, what's your last name?
Jackson?
And do you know the other girl's name? Haley what? Something, I'll find out on that. On our,
Yeah, so Haley's mic stopped working, and so I've been messaging her, and she just asked if you could like send her the email when you're done so that she can see what the finalized results were.
Yeah, of course. Like I said, I'll email it to everybody when I'm done.
Perfect.
All right.
And are you gonna upload it for us as well? Because we only actually have to upload one.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Yeah, not a problem. Sorry I got here late, guys.
That's all good.
Yeah.
Right. Hey, do we have to upload our Google Hangouts on something too?
I will do that just to be safe.
Okay, thanks, Julie.
All right.